Good morning and welcome to the midweek Wednesday shave. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very well and having a good week so far and some good shaves. So what am I using today? And we'll have a bit of a chat as we go. I'm using a shaving cream which I bought many years ago. Crabtree and Evelyn. This is their West Indian Limes shaving cream. Now when I bought this at the time, their shaving creams were excellent, or are excellent, but their shaving soaps were terrible. They changed the formula, but these days I believe, I'm yet to try the new hard soaps, they've gone back to the old formula. So they've listened, and some people viewing at the time said they're much better now, so hopefully. But their shave cream has always been good. And nice little thing, this came as a box set with a balm. Comes with that key there, and that key, as you use the cream, you put it on the end here and twist, a bit like the old can openers, so you get all the cream out without any wastage. Good idea. So, razor of choice, we're going vintage today. This is the Black Beauty. This is a W3 made in the States, USA, and this is a W3, which is a 1976 third quarter. And that's the inside there. So it's an adjustable razor. Now what I'm going to use in it, Felix sent me razors and all sorts, and a part of that little gift, there was a multi-pack of different blades. Now this one I've never heard of or ever tried. It's made in China, Shanghai. Shanghai, yeah, razor manufacturer. So it's, I should have brought my glasses. Anodized, it's coated anodized alloy. So it's never used one before, as I say, so I'll open it. And there's a good sign, it's double wrapped. The first wrapper, the Cloud D-razor. So there we go, and that's the blade. You can see that, hopefully. So we put that in, tighten it up. Now I've put this on purposely, setting, or it was, let me just open it. There we are, setting 9 is highest, most aggressive setting. So I'm going to use on that and then bring it down during the shave. Because I've never used the blade, it could be like a feather, it could be mild, whatever. I'm going to rinse the face, and then I'm going to use the pre-shave Truefitt and Hill, which is like a citrus pre-shave oil. Non-greasy, that one, so we'll just, that's what we're dealing with today. Right, that's the old. Got the same towel as last time. It's alright. Only use the towels twice really, and then they go in the wash because they're only used for my shaves, you see. So you use a bit of a few drops, maybe a bit too much there, but no, it's alright. Yeah, we had a bit of bad news yesterday. God. Ellen, our cat, we got 2 cats. The one you hear is Alice, the ginger one, but the grey Persian, we've had her from birth, July the 6th 2006, so she was 13 and a half. She went suddenly really, she went ill for the last week, very quiet, and she just went downhill yesterday evening, so we took her to the vet, and they did some x-rays and tests, and she just passed there and then, just went. So yeah, so she had a good life, but she was sadly missed. Become like your children, don't they? So we're going to miss you, Ellen, although she'll still be with us in the thing, in spirit. So there's the pre-shave. lovely scented pre-shaver. And I'm going to use a brush I've not used for a while, been soaking. This is the Omega Boar brush, standard Boar brush. It's a good, these are the ones I sort of, when I first started buying brushes and stuff like that, this was the first lot. They're good brushes and inexpensive. Boar knot, there's a good backbone to it. So I put some cream in there. I think we'll need a bit more water on this brush. A bit too much maybe, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a lovely scent. And as I say, this cream now is a few years old. Straight away, poof. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on a brush, or you're starting out, I always suggest this. No good buying the most expensive razor, thinking if you buy good quality you'll have a better shave. That doesn't happen. It's a good razor, it'll last you, but you need to find out first if this way of shaving, you may want to do it, you may love doing it, but sometimes, quite rarely thankfully, it's not made for you. Some people just cannot do it, their skin can't take it or whatever. But it's a gradual thing, you can have patience with it. It will feel uncomfortable in the beginning, you may think you're doing it wrong. Look at that. But it just takes a bit of time for your skin and for yourself to get used to things. But I'd start inexpensive, and the reason I'm saying it, these are inexpensive Boar brush, but it does the job, it's a good brush. I've had this for years, I got 3 of them now, one synthetic at the back there. I got 2 Boars, one blue, one red, and the green is a synthetic. So here we go. And they're super easy on creams, but they're good on hard soaps, you know. I was just thinking now, old Pavarotti, you can hear, she'll miss her. Because when we're in work, they're always together, you see, so she'll miss her. And that'll be family phoning about it. Hopefully she'll answer it. Right, so that's that. Just rinse the old clean up a bit. There we go. And heat up the vintage. I had for new viewers, a lot of these vintage razors were sent to me by a chap called Don Roberts, Donald Navy Goat. Sent me a collection he had 2 of. So he had 2 of these, you know, very kind. And if you still watch the videos, Don, I don't know if he had a bit of bad health a while ago, but he came over here, I think. So I hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well. And they're still going. So we're using the Chinese Shanghai, the anodized alloy coated blade. Oh, gone again, Mr. Mister. And we're going to use it on setting number 9, which is the most aggressive of this razor. So here we go. So compared to the aggression on this, which has a bit of a bite, so it has a feather feel, the blade, quite which I thought it might do. Wow. but a very nice feel at the moment. But as I say, I've got a protection of the whiskers at the minute, so we'll see how it goes. I always say this about the vintage Gillettes. They're made to last. Slicing through, wow. Good slickness too. As I say, getting on now, the old, this cream. Oh yeah, beautiful slickness. Not a strong scent, quite a mild scent, but it's a nice, pleasant, citrusy lime scent. Not as strong as the West Indian limes, you know, the... it's got on my head now. You know the one I mean. Nice, so we'll go. Here we go. Very nice. Very nice. Right, I always open, some people say, oh, you don't need to open it. I always open an adjustable, if I can, to adjust it, twist it open. So we'll go now to, where are we, 9, bring it down to 5. There we go, cross the growth. There is overhang on this, to be aware of. I'd possibly say, as it feels in here, this blade's a bit sharper, if you can hear that, than a feather, because I can feel it quite plucky. Now I can feel a feather when it's new, it feels a bit too, well, plucky, that can feel, but this feels on the same thing as that, but it's so it might be a slightly bit more aggressive. But for me, if you wanted a comparison, it would be on par with a feather, on the same. But so far it feels lovely. Setting 5 is quite nice, not as aggressive. Usual shave for you this week, is it? In the week? Really nice. And so far no issues, but let's not get too carried away. Too blasé, should we say? Really nice. Nice to visit old things again. Back to the older stuff. Now, open up again. As you can see, it keeps very clean, rinsing thoroughly. And then we're going to adjust it again. Should we go to... Thank you. We'll go to setting 2. We'll go to the bottom. 1 is the bottom, but I'll go to setting 2 if that shows there. Yeah. Third application. Oh, and I wanted to mention something. Somebody put in the comments on my, was it my last shave, I think, something about Turkey and the earthquake, and you never mentioned it, and it's a shame because you use Turkish products. And well, it is a shame it's happened, and I'm very sorry to hear it. But what I mention, I know I've mentioned disasters before, like Australia and places like that, but when I shave, I speak from the mind, nothing scripted. I just speak to you like I'd speak to you if you were here, like a person, and I speak what's happening, what comes to my mind, and if that comes to my mind, I'd say something. But it didn't, so, you know, very sorry to hear about Turkey, and I do love the Turkish products and things like that. I think they're fantastic. But this is a shaving channel, not a news channel, and I speak, as I say, from what comes to my mind, what I want to speak about. So hope that's answered that. Thank you very much. Against the growth. There's a bit of a silly comment, that was. Wow, this feels nice on setting 2. So this would be now with this blade, setting 2 in this would be like a standard non-adjustable Gillette for me. But as I say, everybody's different. Very efficient blade. As I say, you can feel it, you can hear it. And the more, so it works for me using the most aggressive setting first and then bringing it down. So you're taking that edge off the razor blade. It doesn't feel tuggy now, it's nice, like it's bedding in. It'll be better on another shave as well. And then that is it. You know what time it is now? You've guessed it. 3, 2, 1. Pickup time, baby. And that was a good, excellent cream. You can call this the 4th pass. The neck brace. You could say to your friends, only wet shavers would know this, like a code. Have you neck braced today? Which means have you done pickups? Heard it here first. Leave it on setting 2. Hear my stomach? Thinking of food again. Never satisfied. Excellent razor. Lovely. The slickness builds, gets even better. I knew there's a bit there. The more you apply, you know, that's nice, just a touch there. Lovely, so we'll have a cold water rinse. Wow. That'll wake you up. Cold water rinse, we'll use the same towel as last time. Like that. I heard someone say once, you should never do that to your face, rub it. You should tap it. You can stuff that. That's the best part of the shave for me. Right. Pinaud Clubman. Limes. This is lovely, this. Absolutely stunning. And you're thinking, hang on, you haven't put witch hazel on. Correct. I'm going to go today because my dad and someone mentioned in work, does it sting more if you don't add witch hazel first or use an alum? So I'll show you. There's a slight tingle, but nothing major. But I like to add witch hazel or alum onto the skin really first, but thought I'd do that for you today. Lovely Pinaud Clubman. I love these, and I put these in the bottles myself. Right then, because we've used the Crabtree Evelyn shave cream, I'm going to use their Aftershave Balm West Indian limes again, and this should be it's a pump action one. That should do. Oh, that's a nice mixture. Wow, especially with this. That's lovely. So I can't Pinaud Clubman. Something limes, get on my head, put it here. Just forgive me, I'm not with it today. With the recent events happening. Right, and that is it. That's your lot. You'd be glad to know. That's the result. Very happy, very close, very smooth. So use the 1976 W3 black Gillette Black Beauty, made in the USA. Set in 9 for the first pass, set in 5 for the second pass, set in 2 for the third and against the growth pickup time. And we've used Truefitt and Hill, the citrus, well it is citrus scented pre-shave oil. We've used the Omega Boar brush, the red with the red handle. Would help if I show me. There we go. My own bowl. Crabtree and Evelyn shaving cream, excellent. It is old now, but works as good as new. We rinsed off with cold water, no alum, no witch hazel, straight to the Pinaud lime aftershave, beautiful stuff. And then the Crabtree and Evelyn aftershave limes balm, the West Indian limes balm. Beautiful, thank you very much. Very happy with that, lovely scent. Just wished it would last much longer than it does. So have a great rest of the week. Stay safe. Have some great shaves. And I'll see you on Sunday with a new razor I have not used before. Which is the last thing from Felix, I think. Yeah, so many thanks. So thanks for watching. Have a great week. And I'll see you the weekend. Take care.